Get ready. Hold on to your hats. Strap on your seat. Get ready for the ride of your life. The show with no name time. Let's go. Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of The Show with No Name, an interactive English show. Interactive? Yeah. Why can't you interact with the TV? I know you do it. I know you've done it before. Well, this is the perfect time to do it. When I give you a challenge, say them aloud, especially the correct one. When we take a look at our homophones or any of our other awesome sections here on the show, that's your cue, tu pie, to participate. And remember, you can practice just by listening, just by watching. But if you really want to improve your speaking, there's only one way to do that. Speaking. I've had many people say, Alberto, I need to improve my speaking. What should I do? And I have a very simple answer. Speak more. Alberto, I need to improve my listening. I have a very simple answer for that too. Listen more. Right? It's really, I need to improve my bike riding. Como monto en bici? ¿Qué te voy a decir? Ride your bike more. So I think there's no shortcut, no hay atajo. If you want to get good at something, if you want to master, llegar a dominar, por eso lo llaman un máster, porque se supone que lo dominas después. So if you want to master something, you've got to practice it over and over and over again until you're blue in the face, como decimos. Until you're blue in the face significa hasta más no poder. O sea, que ya te has quedado sin aliento de hacerlo tanto. Estás azul, all right? Until you're blue in the face es la expresión. Let's take a look at a multiple choice challenge where I give you 3 examples. Now, only one is correct, as you know, and I want you to tell me which one it is. Listen carefully. A, he's never have a toothache. A, he's never have a toothache. Y quiero que os fijáis en el ache. He oído muchos alumnos decir, Alberto, I have a headache, I have a toothache, I have a stomach ache, I have a back ache. ¿Sí? ¿Tienes una H? Well, H es H. Esa palabra es ache. Ache. Escribe esto. E-I-K. Ache. Ese es el sonido. ¿Ok? O imagínate la CH como una K. Right? But it's ache. I have a stomach ache. I have a headache. I have a toothache. Do you know another way to say it? My stomach hurts. My head hurts. No es hurt, it's hurts. Pero si vas a usar ache, tienes que pronunciarlo bien. La B. He's never has a toothache. La B. He's never has a toothache. Does that one sound correct? How about C? C, he's never had a toothache. C, he's never had a toothache. All right, so which one's correct? Did you say C? Well, great job. C is correct. Why? Well, if we want to say nunca ha tenido, we would say he has never. Ahora, siempre contraemos porque es más natural. Entonces, contraído sería he's never. Pero acuérdate, si usamos el have o el has como auxiliar, ¿qué tenemos que usar? La tercera columna. Tenemos que usar el participio. So, he's never, la tercera columna es had, right? It's have, had, had. Es un verbo que hay que saber conjugar. Es uno de los verbos más usados de cualquier idioma. So the correct one, he's never had, nunca ha tenido él, he's never had a toothache. Can you ask me? ¿Lo puedes convertir en pregunta? ¿Ha tenido él alguna vez un dolor de muela? Has he ever had? Esto es, queremos jugar con las estructuras para realmente dominarlas. To master them, right? Has he ever had a toothache? No, he's never had a toothache. I hope you've never had a toothache.
Homophones, homophones on the show with no name. It's homophones time, cause homophones rhyme.
Hello and welcome to our homophones section where we look at words that tend to be a little bit confusing, but don't worry, you will not be confused after the section. The first word I want you to give me is the word llenar. Do you know how to say this word? Llenar. Oh, and let me give you a clue, una pista. It's not full. Eso es lleno, eso es un adjetivo. Estoy hablando del verbo llenar, llenar algo. ¿Ok? Acuérdate, ya cuando está lleno, we can say it's full. Pero no busco esa palabra. Y ojo, la palabra full and fool no son homófonos. Bueno, he oído mucha gente decir, oh, my stomach is full. ¿Tu estómago es tonto? What? So, careful here. Fool es tonto. Es el sonido. F-O-O-L. Fool. Don't be a fool. I'm not full. ¿Ves? No son homófonos, pero no somos las que estamos mirando hoy. Estamos mirando llenar y sentir. Llenar y sentir. Are you familiar with the two words? I don't think they're difficult words. Sometimes we have words like ronronear, which, well, you either know it or you don't. But these two words, I think, are relatively common, right? Okay, so are they homophones? Let's say both words, and then we'll know instantly. If you're paying attention, if you're listening carefully, you'll know. The first word is fill. Fill. Please fill my glass. Could you please fill my glass? Y acuérdate, el adjetivo es full. Once you fill it, it's full. No los mezclemos, okay? Because I've had students say, Alberto, can you fill my glass? And I say, no, el verbo no es, vamos, vas bien, pero te falta un toquecillo ahí, un ajuste. So the glass is full because I filled it. Es un verbo regular, to fill. The second word, feel. Vamos a ponerlos juntos para que lo oigas. I feel like I had to fill my stomach. I feel like I had to fill my stomach. They are not homophones. In fact, are there any Modern Family fans here? Fans del programa Modern Family? It's a really, really funny show. And Gloria, she plays a Colombian character, and she's great because you can catch a lot of the English pronunciation mistakes because of her character. Really, it's a great show. And there's a scene where she walks in the door and she says, feel. She says, feel to the guy, and his name is Phil, como Philip. So she says, feel. And he goes up to her and he feels her dress. Y viene la mujer, his wife, says, she did not say feel. She said fill. So be careful. Don't make the same mistakes that Gloria makes. And you can go to YouTube or to Google and put Gloria, Modern Family, English mistakes, and get ready to laugh and to learn from Gloria's mistakes so you don't make the same ones.
You're joking.
Hello and welcome to You're Joking. Do you know another way to say this? You're kidding. You're kidding. You're joking. No me lo creo, right? We use it for disbelief. When we don't believe something, you're joking. You're kidding me. What? He said that? Right? And remember, tono es muy importante. Es muy importante poner ese tono detrás. Lo mismo que haces en español. ¿Qué es la diferencia en español entre viene mañana y viene mañana? O sea, el tono, porque la estructura es igual. Si yo te digo viene mañana, pues te lo estoy diciendo, afirmo, viene mañana, lo sé. Si subo el tono de voz al final, ¿viene mañana? Eso significa que no sé, que hay duda. Pues igual en inglés tenemos que sacar esa duda cuando hacemos una pregunta. Subimos al final porque no sabemos, right? Ahora, hay cierta gente en mi país que parece que siempre están haciendo preguntas. Well, we went to the movies, and then we went to the... I'm like, ¿por qué estás hablando así si no es una pregunta? But I'm sure you have that in Spain too, where people are like, why is she talking like that? That's strange. But normal people, we usually go up at the end of a sentence, and that tells people that there's a doubt, that we're not sure. And when we go down at the end of a sentence, it means we are absolutely sure. See? But when we go up, we have no idea what we're talking about. Or we're one of those American girls that, are you serious? I didn't know you were coming. Where, are you asking me? So, tone is very, very important. Remember, we are actors. We are performing a role when we're looking at a different language, when we're using a different language. All right, are you ready for a little joke? What award, premio, what award did the dentist win? Acuérdate, win es un verbo irregular. Every day I win. Yesterday I won. Muy bien. And lately I've won. Win, won, won. Suena igual que uno. I won one trophy. Hey, si te ayuda a recordarlo, perfecto. So what award did the dentist win? A little plaque. No. Did you get it? Well, I think you say the word sarro, pero también placa, right? Sarro or placa. I know my dentist says sarro, but when I looked it up, to look up es buscar algo en internet, it also said the word placa. So I guess this joke works in Spanish too, right? So what did the dentist win? A little plaque, un poco de sarro o una placa pequeña. Hey, I thought it was quite funny. Hello and welcome to Fun Facts. And today we're going to learn all about our teeth. That's right. Now remember, one is a tooth. Two or more is teeth. Recuerda que es como pies, ¿no? Si es singular, son dos O's. Si es plural, son dos E's. Es la misma estructura ahí. Maybe that will help you. Pero nunca decimos tooths, right? A no ser que es apóstrofe S, right? My tooth's enamel. Enamel es esa capa protectora que tienen los dientes, right? Now, I'm no dentist. No soy experto, but I go for a checkup every 6 months. Una revisión every 6 months. And a cleaning. And I wear a retainer. Look, I can even play the guitar. You hear that? I have a rubber band. Una goma. So, I'm no stranger to the dentist. ¿Te sabes esta estructura? I'm no stranger, estoy muy acostumbrado. O sea, when I say I'm no stranger to tal cosa, lo conozco muy bien, ¿no? Estoy muy acostumbrado. So, now, we all have plaque on our teeth. Even if you brush 3 times a day, even if you go to your dentist regularly, plaque builds up on your teeth. Now, can you guess how many species of bacteria there are in plaque? Okay, you're going to want to use some mouthwash after this. Enjuague bucal. 300 species of plaque in your mouth. In the plaque. In that. Now, I don't know about you, but right now I'm getting like a weird sensation in my mouth just thinking about it. Yeah, and what happens is this bacteria, what happens is when carbs is another way of saying carbohydrates, When carbs and sugars turn into acid in your mouth, well, what this does is it eats away. To eat away is to corrode, right? It eats away at your enamel, esa capa que tenemos protectora. So it's really important to brush your teeth 3 times a day. It's also important to floss. What does this mean? To floss, it means presumir. No, no puede ser. Sí, pero tiene otro significado. Also, to floss is con limpiarlo con hilo dental. So, floss es hilo dental, pero también es el verbo. So, do you brush your teeth? No decimos wash, right? You say lavar los dientes. We say cepillar. Do you brush your teeth? Do you floss? Well, it doesn't matter. You still have plaque. I know. Go ahead. Go get some mouthwash.
Double trouble, baby. Yeah, you know what time it is. Double trouble.
Hello and welcome to Double Trouble. This is the part of the show where we look at words with multiple meanings. And today we're going to take a look at a word you may or may not know. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm sure you're familiar with one of the uses. I don't know if you know both of them, but you will after this section. So here we go. Hay chicle pegado a su encía superior. Encía superior, el de arriba. So it's not your bottom one. Tienes bottom and top, right? Inferior, superior. Bueno saberlo, right? Top, bottom. Okay. Te he dado algo de una pista, a ver si lo sabemos. Ahora, chicle yo creo que es la palabra que vais a saber sí o sí. How do we say chicle in inglés? Do we say chewing? Alguien me dijo, ¿se dice chewing? Digo, no, la otra palabra. Gum. Chew es masticar, o sea, es un poco redundante, ¿no? Chicle de masticar, chewing. Pero ¿qué más voy a hacer con ello? ¿Meterlo en el pelo? Not a good idea. I don't recommend you stick gum in your hair. So pegar is to stick, hemos visto. So there's some gum, okay? Porque en este caso, gum es incontable. A no ser que decimos a stick of gum, right? Or a pack of gum. So there's some gum stuck, we already said to stick, so el adjetivo ahí es stuck, y en pasado es stuck también. There's some gum stuck on his top or upper, cualquiera de esos es superior, on his top or upper gum. Eso es. My daughter thinks it's really funny. My daughter says, Papi, why do they call it gum? Well, I said, well, maybe because it's pink, like gum. And she goes, yeah, that makes sense. ¿Ves? Mi hija nunca se va a olvidar, porque ya sabe la palabra chicle, y le hice asociar chicle con encía. There's some gum stuck on his top gum. Did you get today's double trouble?
The totally native saying of the day. And it goes a little something like this.
Hey, amigos, do you have a sweet tooth? ¿Qué? Do you have a sweet tooth? Un diente dulce? Well, this means, do you like candy? Do you like sweets in general, cakes and candy? Well, then you have a sweet tooth. You say in Spanish, estar goloso, right? Do you? Now, I want to be honest. I don't really have a sweet tooth. I was just saying it so I could teach you the idiomatic expression. You know why? I prefer savory things. Now, savory es como decimos salado, sin decir salado, oh, this is salty. Claro, salty es algo negativo. Man, this popcorn is really salty. I'm thirsty. Pero si hablamos de salado en comparación con cosas dulces, ahí usamos la palabra savory. Otra vez, porque salty puede ser que se han pasado de sal. And then you're going to get high blood pressure. Se te va a subir la tensión y todo. So, I don't really have a sweet tooth. But I've got to say, from time to time, I like some candy. And the British people, they don't say candy. They say sweets. He really loves sweets. In the United States, we say he really loves candy, although candy is generally sweet. También en Estados Unidos usamos la palabra sweet para decir why. Oh man, I love your car. It's sweet. No significa que tu coche es dulce y que está hecho de caramelos, sino que es guay, es chulo, me mola. I like it. It's really, really sweet. Oh, and speaking of idiomatic expressions with teeth, let me give you another bonus one. Seguro que te va a sonar y todo. Never look a gift horse in the mouth. ¿Te suena? Never look a gift horse in the mouth. A caballo regalado, I think you know the rest. See? We aren't as different as you thought.
Lights, camera, action verbs.
Oh man, I have to make a dentist appointment. I chipped a tooth. Now to chip is to break a little piece. Se me ha roto un diente, un trocito. De hecho, we've looked at in the past the expression a chip off the old block, de tal palo, tal astilla. So, si lo piensas, a chip de un bloque de mármol, pues igual, a chip es un trocito que se cae, right? So yeah, I chipped my tooth. I can't believe it. I was eating some chicken and I bit down, acuérdate, bite, bit, bitten, es un verbo irregular. I bit down on a chicken bone and now my tooth is killing me. Oh man, I have a serious toothache and I hope they don't have to extract it or to pull it out. Ow! And if they do, I hope they give me some anesthesia. Oh man. Oh, do you know a good dentist?
Name that movie.
Oompa loompa doompa dee doo. Hey, any Willy Wonka fans in the house? I love Willy Wonka. I love all of them, in fact. The old one with Gene más salvaje. What? Gene más salvaje? Yeah, Gene Wilder. Okay, I know it's not the joke section, it's the movie section, but I can't help it. No lo puedo evitar. Then I like the one with Johnny Depp, too, and the latest one, lo último que ha salido, the one that's just called Wonka, which is about how he started the chocolate factory. Y fijaos, he dicho chocolate o chocolate. Son dos sílabas en inglés. Quítate esa O de en medio. Fuera. Chocolate. De hecho, suena como tiza. ¿Sabes decir tiza en inglés? Chalk. Y encendido, lit. Chocolate. No chocolate, no chocolate, chocolate. Yeah, I know. Ponemos sílabas extras solo para liarte. Chocolate. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I think that was the second one. The first one was Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And the latest one is called Wonka, which came out in 2023. And that's the one we're going to look at today. Noodle es tallarín, and that's his best friend as well. Noodle says, what are you doing? What are you doing es ¿qué haces? Nunca decimos what do you do para esa pregunta. ¿Por qué? What do you do es a qué te dedicas. What are you doing es qué haces ahora mismo, en este momento. What do you do? Pues ya te contestaré. I'm a teacher, right? What am I doing? I'm teaching a class. So Noodle says, what are you doing? ¿Qué haces? And Willy Wonka says, I'm making chocolate. No chocolate, chocolate. Of course. How do you like it? ¿Cómo te gusta? Dark, white, nutty, con sabor a nuez, absolutely insane. ¿Lo has pillado? Nutty también significa loco. I love when there are puns in movies.
It's time for the multiple choice challenge.
Hello and welcome to our multiple choice challenge here on the show with no name. All right, 3 examples. 1 is correct. A, he was born and raised in the country. A, he was born and raised in the country. B, he was born and raised in the country. B, he was born and raised in the country. In the country no es en el país en este caso, sino en el campo. You can say the country or the countryside. Y la C, he was born and raised in the country. La C, una vez más. He was born and raised in the country or countryside, como quieras. Well, which one's correct?